What's up, guys, and welcome back. So if you're not up to speed with Forever Winter, don't sweat it. I'm here to fill you in. They just released a new cinematic trailer featuring some cool new environments. I'll be diving into the trailer, sharing what you need to know about the enemies you'll face, and breaking down what you can expect when encountering them. The game hits early access on September 24th if you didn't know, so stay tuned for all the latest info. Let's dive in. In Forever Winter, stepping into the shoes of a scavenger is no easy task. The world is filled with giant mechs, warring factions, and robot monsters like Toothy. And if you guys are curious about Toothy, we'll be talking about it later in the video. But you're not part of that conflict. You're different, because your role isn't to fight for power, but to survive, and only to survive. You're a small player in a huge game, doing everything you can to avoid being crushed by the opening battles around you. Whether it's sneaking past enemies or grabbing supplies from fallen soldiers, you're always just one step away from being overwhelmed. It's all about playing smart, not hard. Alright, so the first one, guys, is the Motherbots. And these are the towering robotic women that grab players and even consume them. They are scavengers collecting resources from the battlefield and are extremely dangerous. And I'm not sure if you could quite kill these. In the beta release on some footage that I've previously seen, they either take a lot of firepower or you can't currently kill them. They are often described as some of the most terrifying enemies capable of hunting players down if provoked. So if you find yourself making a lot of noise in the battlefield, being a distraction, or depending on what kind of heavier weapons you bring in, I believe the Motherbot will aggro on you at some point, so keep your eye out. The zombie-like humanoid enemies in Forever Winter are part of the game's unsettling atmosphere. These creatures are a mix of cybernetically enhanced human remnants and mutated scavengers who roam the frozen wastelands, attacking anything they encounter. Their backstory ties into the apocalyptic events that ravaged the Earth, leaving behind only twisted versions of humanity. These enemies vary in strength and behavior, some more mindless and aggressive, while others show signs and retain intelligence, making them unpredictable foes on the battlefield. You can find these humanoids running in small hordes or even larger hordes on the battlefield, so be careful out there and strategize your escape accordingly. Multi-story mechs. The giant mechs known as Colossus units, a serious threat designed to make the game more intense and challenging. They guard valuable resources in key locations, ensuring that the players have to think strategically to get what they need. To handle these behemoths, you'll need to stay out of their sight by using cover and staying hidden. Create distractions to lead them away from your path, and invest in upgrades and equipment specifically meant to tackle on these large mechanical beasts. Teamwork is also crucial, so coordinate with your allies to distract and outmaneuver them. And if things get out of hand too quickly, don't be afraid to retreat and regroup. It's often better to fight another day than to face a mech head-on when you're not prepared. Helicopters add a dynamic aerial element to the gameplay. Here's what you need to know about them. Helicopters are often used by factions to patrol areas, providing aerial surveillance to detect and track player movements. Their presence can make it challenging to sneak around or execute stealth missions. They can serve as transport vehicles, quickly moving troops or resources between locations. Some helicopters are equipped with offensive capabilities such as machine guns or missiles and can engage players from the air, adding an additional layer of difficulty to the ground-based operations. You can use heavy weapons to be able to take these down from the sky, or use stealth, finding cover under terrain and structures to hide from aerial surveillance. You'll be able to also use noise, distractions, or divert the attention away from your position, allowing you to move more freely or complete objectives without being spotted. The roaming ground troops are commonly referred as foot soldiers. They are the basic infantry units of the factions responsible for patrolling areas, securing territory, and engaging in combat. To take them on, use stealth tactics again to stay out of sight, and utilize cover to protect yourself during skirmishes. Focusing on their weak points to inflict maximum damage, and consider creating distractions to draw their attention away while you maneuver or attack. Alright guys, so now let's talk about Toothy. Now, I'm pretty curious about this guy because there's some speculations on the cow floating in the air balloon, which we'll be talking about here in a minute. But Toothy is a towering robot scavenger, much like the other players, but on a larger scale. It consumes everything in its vicinity, including players, debris, and other resources, much like a walking trash compactor. Toothy is a relentless, omnipresent threat in the game, and its ability to devour entire landscapes adds a unique layer of danger, much like a walking trash compactor. Toothy is a relentless, omnipresent threat in the game, and its ability to devour entire landscapes adds a unique layer of danger to the already harsh survival conditions. Players must avoid Toothy as direct confrontation is nearly impossible due to its size and destruction. Now, going back to the floating cows are more than just a survival visual. They serve a key functional purpose, I believe, in fueling the terrifying robot. The cows generate methane gas in their digestive system, which is harnessed as a fuel source for this giant machine. The idea comes from a theory circulating in the game's community where players speculate that the cows' methane production is essential to Toothy's operation. Flying around in these air balloons adds an eerie aesthetic, but also signals the presence of Toothy nearby. So if you see a cow, it's a good sign that Toothy, the massive garbage disposal robot, might be close. So guys, keep your eye out. But that'll be it for this video. I'll post a link down to the actual trailer in the video if you guys want to watch it without no commentary. But thank you everybody, and we'll catch you on the next one.